this is a rare Monday douchery episode. That's what I'm thinking. This one's fun. And actually, this one's quite minor. What's up, y'all? A bunch of people jumped on here early. It's a Monday evening here in the United States. Cool of you to come and hang out. And fun. It's not Jessup. So that was funny. That had me cracking up. Algae Warrior. That had me cracking up before the stream turned on. This one's actually quite simple. And I'm digging it a little bit because it's not dissimilar to what I do. So not so much trolling as much it is like funny, Lynn. As much as it is like not calling out. Sharing the budgeteer approach, right? So this one's kind of cool. So like when I share a light that I know full well is marketed in the US for like $70 and you could buy it for 24 or 25 or under 30 on AliE and it's identical, I'm sure some find that douchey. But what I don't like, and y'all know this is not clickbait. And I think I screwed up the thumbnail too. Is the stupid Kalkwasser thumbnail still on this? I gotta fix that. What I really dislike is misinformation. And this one's, I like this one. This one, whatever. See this guy? Or person? Or chump? This person, and Gerald Chan, which is interesting. JWiz 1986, with no posts and no followers and no following, and private. This account was made just to F with people. This ain't about Tropic Marion. Come on. Everybody's over that, right? Everybody forgot about it. We've moved on. Yeah, Lynn, the house is looking pretty cool. Old Gerald Chan. And I feel bad because for some reason, I don't know. I don't want to go there. Old Gerald Chan has taken to posting the OEM manufacturer of Luca's oh shit, I did it again. Oh wait, how long have I been on? Oh, that's too bad. Luca's look at me being a fool. Quanta bars. Oh my god, I'm tired. I need to go get some drink. Oh, I should probably brought up some water. So Gerald Chan has decided to take it upon himself, and I don't blame it, but it's fun because he's sharing misinformation, which is even better. Has decided to share where Luca gets his lights. And he's been very open about it, that he sources these overseas, that it's a Chinese manufacturer. I know the manufacturer. I also know the other lights the manufacturer makes. Because there's not that many factories, and it's not the AliE bars, right? These are nicely made. Everybody knows where. Or everybody knows other nicely made lights, right? Orphix, for instance. They're very nicely made. And they look very similar. So, old boy JWiz 1986. Oh, that was the guy the other night. Yeah, see, I missed Luca's stream. But then I posted about these, and old Jay Weenie 1986. That's a good year, by the way. That's the year I graduated high school. Shared the OEM manufacturer. No biggie, right? To me, that's no biggie. Guess what? AliE bars come from China. Guess what? Orphix bars come from China. Guess what? Quanta bars come from China. So what our foolish Gerald? Oh, what's the word I wanted to use? What's the word when you're too chicken shit to share like who you are when you're talking? I'm not scared. I'll share. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, that's unfortunate. Yeah, Monday stream. So what Gerald says is you can buy Mahina Corals directly from the OEM, from Alibaba, not AliExpress, from Alibaba, for a reasonable price. That's quite possible. What Gerald fails to note that these are very custom. That Mahina worked with the OEM, that Luca worked with the OEM for quite a while, perfecting not only the spectrum, but the distribution of the light. So the OEM lights, this is funny because I feel like I'm being defensive, but it's a misinformation thing for me. There are 20 LEDs. OEM lights are 18. I know it's just 2. But in Mahina's case, there's 40 LEDs. And the spectrum distribution of those 40 LEDs is very unique. No other bars are doing it this way. It took a significant amount of cooperation, of engineering, of planning to develop the spectrum of these bars that you can't buy from any other manufacturer, to include the OEM. Now, I'm sure eventually the OEM's gonna, maybe they'll offer something that's super, super similar, but nobody else is making lights like this to include the OEM's offering. So 40 LEDs, unique spectrum distribution in a way that's done by no other manufacturer. I mean, I know what it is. I know what he did. I can see it. And he did a really good job. But to suggest that you can get... actually, it's the minimum purchase is 2. To suggest that you can get these bars directly from the OEM is false. It's misinformation. Yo, Jay Wiz, 1986. Man, the word, I'm missing a word. I put it. It's, come on, what's the word when you do chicken? Spineless jellyfish? I like that. The LEDs are custom and only for him. That is 100% accurate. Only Mahina can order the set and selection. I also agree. See, Clevin knows what's up. I saw this yesterday, and I was like, I should block this chode, right? This here tool hiding behind his fake screen, posting, I know where they come from. Come on, I know where they come from. Ooh, wonder what that beep is. And I know what he said, coward. I like coward. Coward's good. I mean, absolutely. Go spend your money, Gerald Chan, JWiz, 1986. Go spend your money on the OEM bars with 18 LEDs. I mean, potentially 36 if they're dual diode per lens. But you're not going to get what Luca has made. You can go ahead and try to figure out, and I mean, Luca's already published all the spectrums. These are fun people. I like these people. What's up, Sid? I'm not looking for another word for cat, Chris, but that's funny. I like that. How's everybody's Monday? I don't do this. I didn't even set up the big light. I was rolling all whatever. So, and I'm not making this up, right? Because that's going to be the claim. The claim is going to be that Telegram is defending Mahina, and I'm making shit up to protect somebody who I helped lightly with these. I think Clevin helped more with the lights than I did, but that I helped. That's not it at all. I know what Luca did. Clevin knows what Luca did. And I like it. So, wonder what that was. If you don't, by all means, buy the OEM bars. but you are not going to get the same thing, and I am certain of it. It won't be the same thing. It might be close. It won't be that close. And you won't be able to blend them together like, what's this one? This one's OG Pop. My Only Beef. And I don't think he could pull it off. Oh, he could pull it off. Oh, you know what I would do? I'd put a little sticker on here so I know. I'm not sure he could do that, though. My Only Beef is when you pull 4 of these out of the damn box and you lay them on the table and you haven't labeled them. You don't know which ones they are. Because I got all 4 of them right here. And I was like, wait, whoops. Chris, you will get my full review. It'll be a direct comparison to OR2, Reef Bright, and Ali E. Stock Ali, stock OR2, and stock Reef Bright XHO. I have the OR2's 24-inch wattage. I don't have one of the... Oh, sorry, OR3's. I don't have an OR3, so I got to use somebody else's data for that. Yeah, I like what he did. I like... this is interesting. This one's made differently than the other lights I've looked at. The other lights I've taken apart. But I wonder how you do this, because it's screwed down. See, the LE bars aren't screwed down. This one's held down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. There ain't no getting this one apart easily. Completely different class. And it's going to beat a Norfolk. So, Jay-Wiz, feel free to come on. Feel free to talk. I'm more than happy to talk to you about it. I'm more than happy to point out how you're sharing misinformation. You know I don't like that. That's not my thing. That's not my thing at all. All right, y'all. What do we got to talk about? You can't as easily dismantle a quant as you can LE bar, which is actually, but yeah, it totally is. It's held down by screws. And there's a capacitor in there too, which I found pretty interesting. Underdriven, 1 watt per diode. This thing's putting out nearly 40 watts in a 24-inch bar. Ali bar for comparison is only 20 watts. I believe the OEM bar on which this bar is based is only 30 watts for a 24-inch bar, and this thing's nearly 40. It's 39, 38 and change, 39, something like that. Yeah, I saw your post, Chris. You would have to heat up the cover like you do like an iPhone to take it apart, right? Something like that. I'm pretty happy with this thing. I'm thinking about lighting my tank with just bars. Just cause. Like, why not? Might be kind of cool. Gianzake, I saw you posting on Reef Dorks calcium hydroxide on slurry when he was talking about that. I have the OR3, a brand new in box. You can borrow. Oh, Carlos, that might be badass. Is it? It is the Blue Plus. Yeah, let's talk. I'll ping you. Thank you. That's very cool of you. Did you see the reefing report yesterday? Yeah, I did. I didn't find anything in there. It wasn't like, I don't know. It wasn't all that interesting. Heat didn't release the glue. Maybe I didn't go high enough. What about a sandbag? What about a sandbag that you put in the oven and then use that? Something along those lines. That's kind of how they do it, right? Gary, what were you talking about with the reefing report? I'm going to keep the stream kind of short. This one's going to be a half hour. And then I got to go change the stupid thumbnail. Where do you get these? You get these at Quanta Reef, Quanta, reef.com. Developed by Mahina Corals, Luca. Yeah, I'm excited to see. I'm going to go on with Reef Dork. I'm going to go on with Alex because we're going to talk slurry. I know he's slurry curious. And I like what he's doing. I was listening to a stream, and I was like, he was talking about the UK evaporation. Like evaporation in Maryland, where I live, the evaporation in the wintertime is double that of the summertime. So he was talking about how in the wintertime, he doesn't have as much evaporation as... Oh, wait. In the wintertime, he doesn't have as much evaporation as the summer. I'm like, what? That's backwards. So I looked it up, and sure enough, the UK's evaporation... wait, maybe I have that wrong. Yeah, the UK's relative humidity in the summer is lower than in the winter. Here it's the opposite. It's crazy. I mean, it's not that crazy, but whatever. But it was pretty cool. Slurry curious. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't find it not interesting. Yeah. Tropic Marian. I've talked about this before. The hobby in general, like the hobby collectively, is making a big deal about Tropic Marian coming out and like talking about it. That's how lame we are. That's how lame we collectively as a hobby are, that is an outlier. A bunch of shady mother truckers. That's how it feels to me. There's just a bunch of shady. I'm sure that's not the case, like, holistically. But it just feels that way, that the underbelly, some of the controlling entities are just legit shady. Like they pretend not to be, but I don't know. That's the way it feels sometimes. That's a little ranty for me. So that's it. I got a couple of these. Actually, I got 4. I labeled them, so I know which ones they are. I was on Instagram doing that over the weekend. The OEM is being shared, and that's cool. The OEM is easy to find. That's cool. It's not like old JWiz86 is dropping knowledge. In fact, he's just dropping misinformation. And that's too bad, because ultimately people are going to be misled, and people are going to buy things that they're going to be like, damn, I get the same thing. No, you didn't. It is absolutely not the spectrum distribution, and it is not at all underdriven and won't last as long. That's my guess. And won't have the same amount of coverage for a 24-inch bar. This thing's got 4 more diodes. So how am I going to hang them? I'm going to hang them 2 different ways. First, they come with a... Clevin can talk about it a little bit. They come with a hanging that you stick in the middle. Wait, well, you can get that. And then they also have... Actually, I need to look. Maybe it's both. It comes with a hanging kit. Right? Oh, shit. Please hold. I think it comes with a bracket. Yeah, it comes with brackets. Nope, it comes with wires too. So in this age of Tropic Marian is not going to pay for my losses, so I don't care about their salt replacement. How do we know the German salt doesn't have the same problem? Yeah, I agree. So these can be hung in this age of lights that don't include hanging kits. Neptune. This comes with two different hangings. You got the hang. And you got the bracket. The brackets are very similar. Actually, these brackets are... Oh, they're different. These brackets are different than Orphic and Ali E. I wonder what the Orphics look like now. And they're certainly better than the ReefBreeders powder-coated black that flakes off, because that's not cool. Anodized, people. American made. Not good. Comes with a hanging kit. Yep. What a tank mount. Having mounts drives me crazy. You can tank mount, potentially. I've seen the OEM tank mounts. They're on their webpage. But you could probably do it yourself. They use these slots here to stick these bars in, and then comes down to a little sit on the edge of the tank to hold them up. The ones that I saw on the OEM's webpage, they were a little short. I would want these to be maybe 9 inches above the water, maybe 10, somewhere in there. Maybe something that's adjustable, so you can have some variable height depending upon the par you want, or spread, that kind of thing. How do I attach 4 of them together? Clevin, our boy Clevin here in the audience, has, actually I should be printing them today. I'll print them when I'm done with this. Has created these cool little standoffs that stick in and you twist, and then that's how you connect the next bar. So very easily, you're right, 2 or 3 down the length of this bar, connecting the bar next to it, and I think you can have variable lengths of those. And then there's also, Chris, tell me what you did for the end cap thing. I think I have them downloaded on this computer, but I'd have to hide the screen to take a look. But all right, it's not super expensive like the ReefBreed 4-bar gold-plated $1,000. It should just be called the Insanity Mount. This one is Meso Blue. This one's OG Pop. Reef Crest Daylight is in there. And what's the other one? Let's see. I'm being bad. Tropic Sun. Tropic Sun's the other. There and there. Multiple spacing distances. Waiting on Jim and Luca for feedback. Verified design. I'll print today, dude. I'll get that going. That's what I like about this. These lights were developed like, this is Luca's brainchild. Luca's like, yo, you know how that started, right? He's not here. I suppose I could talk about him. But he and I met online because he was a T5 guy. And I was talking about the death of T5s and how I don't want to have to recycle them and how that's lame and how they're going to go away. And he's like, ding. I bet I can make a Blue Plus bar that mimics the ATI spectrum. And sure enough, he did. Using 2 or 3 different bars, nails, Blue Plus. And then he was very open about these lights. He very early on sent it to Clevin to get his design input, to get his mounting solutions. Chris has had this for a while. Now I have them. I'm going to print them up. I'm going to get a thing made just to hang these up and see how they do. I'm pretty excited about it. How hard do you think it would be to add a dimmer? I wouldn't add a dimmer, Taylor. I get it. If you're going to use these just bars only, I understand the interest, I suppose, but dimmers for us and the fish. It's not for the corals. If it's for par, then you could just raise the lights. And if you're concerned about spread, then you just angle in the ones on the end. If you wanted to add a dimmer, for me, it's super easy because I got like a bucket full of them downstairs. It's simply a 2-wire connector. And the way I would do this, I would just cut the damn thing off and then hook it up to a 0 to 10 dimmable driver of the same specs as the OEM's drivers, and then you'd have dimming. I'm not going to spend extra money to dim a bar, but I get it. Usually when I tell people that you just hang your bar with your main light and then ramp up your main light and then turn on the bars and then turn off the bars and ramp your main light down, they go, oh yeah, that works. That's what I do on both my tanks. What's up, Bahama Llama? So that's the Sheezy. This dude, remind me, when this dude posts, I mean, like I said, I'm more than happy to debate. When this ghost account posts, ask him what he knows about 36 versus 40 diodes. Ask him what he knows about spectrum blend. And ask him what he knows about, watt per diode. There's a difference. So there's that. The old one is no longer alive. I broke the glass while removing to measure SolidWorks. Sad day. But do the diodes work? That's what I want to know. Look, I agree. But I know this thing is for some people, but I figured it would be easy too. It is easy. You just got to add more money. I'm asked all the time about dimming bars, and I don't see the need to do it. One of my bars is set up to dim, and I don't dim it. It's just not connected anymore. I just turn them on when the main lights are ramped. Yorkshire, UK. What the hell? It's like 3 in the morning. Wait. It's 1 o'clock in the morning over there. What are you doing? I know it's a thing. Taylor, I talk about it. Maybe it's just me that I just don't get the need for rampant bars. But if I do a bars only tank, which I think I may do, I'm not going to ramp them because the coral don't care. That's it. That guy's a troll. I get it. It's almost something I would do. But if I'm going to do it, I'm going to provide real information, not myths. But it's a good try. All right, that's all I got. Anybody got anything? I haven't tested that. I have fixed this. I've got 3 more up there to fix, and I'm lazy. And I've been working in my basement and getting it ready to... I've been given the opportunity to get a new tank. I already have the 93 outside, but I've been told, and I'm still thinking about using a 93, but I've been told, go get a new tank. It's got to be a 4-foot tank, and if I put it there, then I got to move light switches. If I use a 93, I don't have to do anything at all. Oh yeah, Reef the Sea Forever. I totally put my bars on a timer, and that's all you need. But to Taylor King's point, I ain't seen you in a minute, Taylor. Hope you've been well. There's no UV coming out of these bars. Yet. I have multiple lights. We're going to hybrid stand hanger. All right, cool. I'm looking forward to that. So I got to tile the basement. So that's what I've been working on. I spent too much time. What's up, Bert? We never had ramp back in the day. Yeah, totally. That's where my brain keeps going. T5s, no ramp. Other than when you turn them on, they're all what? And they take a minute to come up. It's kind of the same thing with metal halides. I mean, just turn them on. But your fish might get pissed. You might get scared when you hear the click. And maybe maybe your stuff jumps out of your tank, and that wouldn't be cool. But I want a kit to add center lights like the Radions. Oh, you gotta send me a picture. That's what you gotta do. What are orders of good option for UV with bars? There are none. Oh, then calling out Boomer. You know Boomer's one up from me and Bert. You know that, right? Sheesh. There are currently no UV bars. Currently. Get to 4-foot moving light switches is easy, and you know it. I do know it, but the only option I have is a load-bearing beam around the corner from where my light switch is. I could easily move that light switch. That's nothing. That's like whatever. But where I need to move it is a load-bearing beam. And I don't want to cut a big rectangle through that freaking beam. I'd have to put it probably on the other side of the hallway. And that would suck. I mean, I could do it, but that would suck. I don't want to do that. Chris, yeah. No bars have UV. No bars. Orphix don't have UV. I mean, you can look their spectrum up online. No bars currently have UV. Certainly none that I've seen. Like the T5 hybrid kit. Yeah, we could do that. Chris, these are heavy. You're going to have to get creative. But I know that's how you think. grow operations will use these, especially in a 6-foot length for the price that Luca has, that he's selling these for. They're a freaking steal compared to the big name. And they, I mean, whatever. Ain't no difference between these and Orphics, except that these offer a better spectrum and more diodes. And less wattage per dio. So theoretically, they should last longer. They're underdriven. But ultimately, because the lights have more diodes, 4 more per bar, their wattage is higher than an Orphic. Like, I know when an OR3 pulls, Bert was kind enough to share what an OR3, what the OR3 wattage is. So, Reefaholic, just hang. What's up, Darth? Just hang tight. I think it's coming. It's just a matter of time. What I would love to see is you take the UV of a metal halide, which is like 350 to 400, and you just create a little sawtoothy, all right? You throw, I don't know. My preference is in a bar like this, if you're using single diodes, it's like no more than 3 different spectrums. But you could do a 360, you could do a 370. No, you could do a 360, a 380, maybe? No, 360, 375, and a 390. That would give you a pretty decent representation of UV. Actually, I should probably do it. I could do it. I've got an LE bar downstairs, and I've got the diodes in the cabinet. I could probably just make one. You should be able to drill through that beam pack and run your wires through, then put the switches on the other side of the pack. So I can, but the switches are certainly deeper than the drywall. I don't want to get it. I don't want to get, man, come on. This is a 3-story townhouse. Well, that thing's holding up my whole damn house. Looking forward to trying a couple of Quantas. Looking forward to you playing with them. What I do know, because I have one, this thing destroys an OR2. But you'll see that data. I got that to share. And when it's time, I'll do it. All right, I'm going to jump. All this is, I'm calling you out. Let's see, Terrence. Terrence said I called him out. I didn't call him out. I used him as an example. This is calling out. JWiz 1986. Show me the data. Because I know you're wrong. Okay, that's it. I'm being a douche. I'm going to go. See, I normally don't do that. But you know how I feel about misinformation. I made a video like that before. Don't share misinformation. All right, y'all. Have a good night. It's Monday. Should I do a live stream every day this week? Okay, that'd be crazy. Oh, I gave away 4 Space Invaders. If you're local, hit me up. I'm not shipping. But if you're local, I give away corals like 1, 2, 3, 4. I've given away 4 Space Invaders to local reefers, and I dig that. I'm not selling corals anymore. I'm just going to give them away. Everybody's super cool with me, so now I'm just going to give stuff away. I think I'm going to give away a couple Disneys. I think that's coming. Ooh, I should take Moki one, because I think he lost his. Beep, beep. Oh, I want to see your misinformation, Bert. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Happy reefing. Be kind, everybody. Thanks.